I know I see most of the football guys, but we got some people here that's not football. If you don't know him, stand up. I call him Big Daddy. Big Daddy, DyQuan Robinson. You need to know him if you don't, because he's a fine young man. I want everybody in the school to know who he is. All right? Have a seat. I wrote down some characteristics of DyQuan, and there's a lot of them. And that's why he's going to college to play football. You got to have all these. He's got these and more, and I'm sure I left some off. But first, he's the most dedicated probably football player we have, and we've had in a while. Very dedicated to the sport, very knowledgeable, cares about it, eats and sleeps it, and it's helped him get to the next level to get an opportunity to play North Carolina Wesleyan. Hard work is impeccable. He was at practice every day, putting his hand in the ground, because he's a lineman playing two ways, which is the hardest position in football. You guys don't know it. They got to get down and bump pads every play. It's a grind. He did it both ways. So he worked his tail off. He improved from his freshman year to his senior year tremendously. And that's all because of his hard work. Next thing is coachable. You got to have that too in all your sports, whether you play football, basketball, baseball. You need to be a coachable athlete. He's very coachable. He listened to you, never complained, did what you asked him to do. That makes our job a lot easier when you got a whole team like DyQuan Robinson. So if you're one of those on the bubble, we do have a few. Every school's got them. Learn to be coachable. Learn to listen to your coach and do what he asks you to do. And, hey, you'll become a better player. The team becomes better. All right? He's a likable young man. Nobody has anything bad to say about DyQuan, including teachers, which is the most important. We know all of you guys love him and respect him and have a good time with him, but I've never heard a teacher say a bad thing about DyQuan, which is more important to me as a coach. You got to have teachers on your side, so be respectful to them like he is, treat them right, and they'll treat you the same way. It's very important in high school to do that if you're an athlete. Discipline. Like I said, never miss practice, never late for practice, that I can remember in the 4 years that I've had him. Unless he had tutoring or something, and if he had tutoring, he hustled out and got to practice on time. You got to be on time. You got to let your coach know that you want to be on time. This is all sports as well. Very important. Knowledgeable of the game, very knowledgeable. Even right now, when we're sitting in the weight room, I'll have some questions about what's going on in the state. He knows all the answers. I was amazed at some of the things that he knew that I didn't know. Very knowledgeable about football. Learn your sport. The more you know about it, the better you'll be at it. Another one that's just likable is well-mannered. His parents must have done a great job of raising him, because he is the most well-mannered big man, small man. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. You can always be well-mannered and treat people with respect. Not your teachers, even people that you don't know, that you meet on the street, might influence your life someday in some way. So always be respectful to adults and students. That'll carry you a long way in life. He's also the strongest player on the football team. That's because of hard work. He lifts weights. He does them all of his reps, just like I said about some of my other players in the past. You got to do all your reps, all your sets, without the coach watching you. And he does that. I can turn my back and know if I say do 10 reps, he's going to do 10. That's important to coaches. They ain't got to stand there and stare at you and watch you all day do things. You can do it on your own without a coach watching you. That's dedication. You'll get to where you want to be if you do that. He's done a great job of that. He was all conference, two-way player. That means he started on the O-line and D-line, which is extremely hard to do if you know anything about football. It's really impossible to do, so we had to spot him on defense some. But he started on offense. He took over, never played offense. We needed to spot at right tackle because we lost one. He fit right in and did a tremendous job at right tackle. Graded out high, worked and got better each practice and each game. Also played defense, and at the end of the year when it got going and we needed some guys out there that could really get it done, he was playing both ways. I commend you for that, and I appreciate it, DyQuan. Last but not least, he's a fine young man. I'm proud. We're going to miss him. He's a tremendous asset to the program and to North Brunswick High School, not just the football